How you doing, Renzo gang? How y'all doing out there? Today is another real talk, real life video. It's been a little minute since I did these videos, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta kind of do one right now. Hope everyone's been okay. I know it's been tough a little bit lately, I kind of been going through something myself, but I'm here. I'm here. So this video right here, I'm gonna talk about you know, getting through depression, getting out of your head, just don't overthink stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna really title this video, but I'm gonna be one of the three. Just know it's gonna be a good video to talk about because somebody needs to hear this. So Renzo gang, I know it's been pretty tough a little bit lately. The time change. It's almost springtime coming up, and I know some people probably go through you know transitional depression. It's a lot going on. Certain jobs are slowing down. Certain jobs are picking up like real hard. I'm not gonna lie, Renzo gang. Like the last couple weeks, it's been tough for me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Renzo gang. I've been kind of going through it a little bit. Been kind of stressed a little bit. My job, trying to get some overtime, and because I got vacation coming up, and me and my friends we supposed to be going to the beach, and unfortunately I had to cancel on that. So I've been very irritated with that, because I really get to see my friends like that, and I really need a vacation. But anyway, this is not about me. Renzo gang, if you guys are going through something, I just want you guys to remember you're not alone. You're not alone. I know depression is really hard. I know it's hard, y'all. I really commend people for getting the help that they need, that they deserve. I really commend the people for trying to stay positive because it is very hard out here. I understand, like, mentally it's very hard out here because my generation, we go through probably the most we've ever been through. You know what I'm saying? It's been very difficult, and I see some of my peers go through depression, stressed out. It's very hard out here, Renzo gang. Like, then like a lot of us, we're inside of our heads a lot. Talking to someone who be inside their head a lot. I be inside my head a lot. Renzo gang. I be inside my head a lot. I just be in my own little world most of the time. Most of the time when I'm at work, I don't know. I don't want to be bothered. I just be, zoned out, spaced out. Sometimes, and it's not healthy to be in your head a lot. It's not. Get out of your head, y'all. Like, whatever you can do, like, to kind of help ease the pain or ease that mental burden that's hurting you. Try to find like something that that can help release that. If you can't talk to anybody, I would suggest you pray before anything. If, Even if you're not a believer, just try to pray, meditate, draw something, take a journal, like journal down, your thoughts daily if you can. Go outside, just enjoy nature, go to the gym. I wouldn't suggest drinking or smoking. I wouldn't suggest that. That's not always the best option. Even if you gotta go to, go to a boxing gym, square up with somebody, throw, do what you gotta do to get out your head because you stay in your excuse me, you stay in your head too long, Renzo gang, it's gonna destroy you. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen to plenty of people, and I've seen some people around my age took their lives early, and it's really heartbreaking because depression is, especially in the black community, is man, I'm telling you, especially with us young men, like we go through, good God, so much. When we're alone, we feel like we don't have anybody. We feel like everyone's against us, and we have to put on a certain image so we won't be portrayed as this, that, and the third. It's like, men, we suffer in silence. I'm gonna make a video on as a matter of fact, Renzo gang, I'm gonna make a video on that the next time. Men, we suffer in silence. I'm gonna be talking especially to all my fellas out there, but this video right now, I just want you guys to, try to think of something positive to just positive to get out your head. Think of something, something to, get out of your head. Just go ahead and let your if you got to cry, let it out. It's not good to hold stuff in, Renzo gang. I'm telling you. Even if you gotta scream, shout, punch on a wall or something, let that out. Pray, let it out. I'm telling you, Renzo gang, like holding that stuff in, it's not healthy. It's uh I'm not gonna lie, Renzo gang. This kind of is tough for me right now making this video because I know someone out there is going through something, and I don't know who. Somebody out there is going through something, and someone out there right now probably needs to hear this. Someone's probably screaming and crying for help. I may not be able to help you, physically, but whoever you are, man or woman, whoever you are, just please, just watch this video. Uh, Renzo gang, I really, I really care about people a lot, and sometimes, me having the heart that I have, sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes it bites me, and sometimes like I regret having a big heart, but I can't help it because I hate seeing people go through stuff. I've seen it enough, especially in college. I've seen it enough, and as adults, it's crippling us. Especially my generation, it's crippling us. Please just try to, like, Renzo gang, whoever you are, if you're going through something, please, please, please. And by all means, I'm not judging nobody. Who am I to judge anybody? I'm just really trying to get this message out there, just because someone needs some help. Someone needs help, and someone needs some motivation and some positivity right now. Renzo gang, and be honest with you, Renzo gang, the reason why I do these videos like this is because number one, there's a lot of young people, in my generation that is taking their lives and that's going through something that they can't really talk about because I'm not gonna lie, the older generation, y'all are very judgmental. That's one thing about y'all I really hate with y'all. Like y'all are very judgmental, and y'all always got something smart to say, and it really gets under my skin with y'all. Like it really does. That's why I don't like when I'm going through something. I don't even like talking to the older generation because y'all always got something to say the wrong stuff, and it really it makes me mad. Like I really be want to put hands on some of y'all sometimes, especially the men. Like y'all just stop making it seem like my generation is weak. My generation is not weak. We just go through way more than y'all have been through. Especially, with the new age with technology, we go through a lot more than y'all do. Trust me. Y'all won't last a day in our shoes. Y'all talking about how we could last in y'all shoes? No. Y'all won't last a day in our shoes. But anyway, whoever needs to hear this message, please, please, please get some help. Please find something positive to get out of your head. Don't be caught up in your head. Don't overthink stuff. I don't care if it's someone that you're crushing on, if it's a job, whatever the case may be, an illness or a family member. Please don't let that destroy your peace. Don't let that destroy you mentally, because mentally, if you're destroyed, it's gonna show. Like you're gonna be mentally, spiritually exhausted. Please, Renzo gang, whoever you are, for my brothers or my sisters out there, if you are going through something right now, please listen to this. I commend you because you're still here. I commend you because God ain't through with you. If he was, you wouldn't even be right here watching this video, hearing this message. And I want to give a special shout out to someone is a very special woman. She's not my girlfriend or nothing like that. Don't get it. We're not doing that, y'all. But someone that I follow on social media, she does a lot of positivity, you know, and she kind of helps me get through my day sometimes when I'll be going through and I'll get on Facebook and I see her with positivity. Her name is Diane Smith, and Diane Smith, I really thank you a lot for your positivity that you share on my timeline because you help keep me going. Even though before I started following you, I was doing these videos, but you actually motivate me to do these videos a little more. And to be honest with you, Diane Smith, I really hope one day, if you do decide to do a YouTube channel, I hope me and you can collab one day. And you are a very beautiful soul, and I thank you for coming across my timeline. Thank you. But Renzo gang, but seriously though, whoever you are, please just hold on. If you can trust someone that's not gonna judge you, talk to that person. You know, go outside. If you gotta go to a rage room, go get it out. Please, Renzo gang. I don't want to see nobody. I'm tired of seeing, my brothers and my sisters out there hurting themselves or hurt or taking their own lives because they're, going through depression. Like, I go through depression a lot. And Renzo gang, I'm telling you, it's days where I don't want to get out of bed. And it's days where I'm constantly angry and irritated, but then also I do think positive and I do, have a huge imagination and I just think like, if I give up now, all this will be for nothing. Like I do have dreams that I want to accomplish and I'm going to accomplish those dreams and I just hate that it takes a long time. That's what frustrates me. Everyone's path in life is different and I understand that. Yeah, the journey is worth it, but right now when you're anxious, you don't want to hear all of that. Trust me, Renzo game, we're human. We don't want to hear that. It's gonna be all right. We don't want to hear that. We want to see results. And right now, Renzo game, I'm just really grateful to even God to put that on my heart to to try to help someone else out there. It may not be 100 people, but at least if it just at least helps one person, I'm okay with that. Renzo gang is. I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not. I'm doing this because I genuinely want someone to be okay. I want to help somebody. I don't know who you are or who's going through something. Someone it could be someone close to me, and I would never know. It could be a stranger. It's just I hate that we go through so much mentally, and it's hard for us to get help because so many people are judgmental. That's why a lot of times when we cry for help, we stay to ourselves, and then people want to pay attention when it's too late. Don't wait till it's too late to help someone. And if someone's pushing you away, do your best, try to help them as much as you can, but you can't force people. You can't force people. You can't. But if they really want that help and you can be there for them, be there for them. Don't turn your back on them, Renzo gang. Like you never know. But Renzo gang, that's all I got for this video. I really appreciate you guys. I care for you guys and I love you guys. If you guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment down below. What kind of real life talk videos do you want me to talk about next? Like, comment down below, Renzo gang. But the next video I am gonna do, it is gonna be, for us men because we we suffer in silence. Next video is gonna be about the men suffering in silence. So Renzo gang, I love y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next time.